With a new world record of Nathan's famous hot dogs and buns, Joey Chestnut!
Chestnuts wolfing down a lot of dogs. Mustard stains on Joey's clothes. Gag reflex buried deep down inside, and ketchup flying past his nose. Everybody knows a wiener and some soggy buns help him hit those numbers right. Full-time job brings him riches and fame, though he's sick all through the night. We know that Joey's on his way. He'll choke down 70 dogs on July 4th day. And when you see his jaw is open wide, you wonder how this dude ever scored a bride. And so we're offering this gross display, a man who shoves and shoves and shoves. Although it's been said, how is Joey not dead? He's the hot dog king we love.
Joey Chestnut!
Hey, good looking. What you got cooking?
What's cooking?
What's cooking?
We are cooking now. All right.
You are really cooking up something good.
What is it already?
It's a show.
Just a little talk show. No big deal.
Yes, it's a big deal.
I know.
You better start cooking, good looking.
Hot dog. Now we're
Hot dogs. Good morning. Breakfast glizzies. We call them sausages. You know, why do we call them hot dogs when we eat them after 10:30, but sausages when we eat them before 10:30? Breakfast hot dogs. It's okay. It's okay to have them. Good morning. Good morning, John. And yeah, welcome to stage 3 of the Tour de France. Welcome to stage 1 of Tour My Pants. I'm wearing Wranglers Dry Fit today. Shorts, khaki, dad style. Good morning. Happy Monday. I hope you had a fantastic 4th of July. By golly, mine was swell. If you caught my Facebook post, short little adventure post there, you can see a couple pictures. I'm not going to delve into all that and waste all your time regurgitating things you've already read on my Facebook feed. Where the hell is my Facebook feed, by the way? Let me get over to the chat. Good morning, everybody. Alicia, howdy. Here bright and early. First, she's sitting in the A row today. When I was in college, I took a class, music appreciation class from Dr. Donovan. And Dr. Donovan, after like the first week of class, designated when you sat in what row. You know, you usually get in class, you struggle in, you sit in the back because you don't want to be called out, right? That's the D row. That might be the F row. And there's A row, B row, C row. I sat in the C row. Guess what I got in that class? C. Good guess. Yeah, thank you. You're welcome, John. Yeah, I was able to live stream the fireworks there at the Arch, and the signal was struggling a little bit, but it was cool to have that. And the drone show, that was cool. I'd never seen a live drone show. I'd watched one before like that via someone's live or whatever, but never seen one in person, so that was really cool to see. We did see a drone go down early into the drone show. I kind of missed it, and it was just bloop. Right in the Mississippi, probably. I imagine that was over the river. I don't know if they did that over the river or if they were on Illinois' side. Not sure. One thing I am sure of, it's National Zombie Day. Oh, no. Oh, no. National Zombie Day. Zombies aren't real, but zombie effects are. World Chocolate Day. I love some chocolate. We went to Trader Joe's Sunday before we left town, or Saturday before we left town. And Trader Joe's, man, you got to pop by Trader Joe's and get some of that high percentage chocolate. You know, that 82% good dark bitter chocolate. That's the good chocolate. We've talked about it here on the show. I've educated you on such things. It's a real show. But yeah, It's National Chocolate Day, World Chocolate Day, in fact. So Belgian, Swiss, or Central American or South American, wherever you get your chocolate, Hershey, PA, chow down. Hooray for that. Well, hello, Frederick. It's not even Frederick, probably, is it? It's just Fred. It only needs to be Fred. No, we did not go to the Brentwood Commons. Yes, and I agree. Between that and the Target and all the crazy little Asian ladies in SUVs, it was insane. That one is nuts. And when we stay at Brentwood, we usually suffer through because you got a World Market right next to the Trader Joe's there. But no, this was right next to West County Mall. We went out to the West County Mall. So it was that one, which isn't as bad. It's across 270. It's the other side of 270. So it's a little segregated from the mall traffic, and the parking lot is better, for God's sake, yes. It is National Macaroni Day. Yank your doodle. It is National Strawberry Sundae Day on a Monday, eh? Hey, Strawberry Sunday's not bad. You got to have hot fudge, though. Global Forgiveness Day. That's an important day. Global Forgiveness Day. If you're grudging anybody, grudges are not good. Grudges build calluses in your life and in your spirit and in your soul. You don't need calluses on your soul. I pray your soul is as gelatinously uncovered with any kind of calluses that you almost have a jellyfish soul. You know what I mean? Just loose and pretty and pure and untainted. But if you're holding those grudges, today's the day, Global Forgiveness Day. Drop them. I don't really have any grudges against anybody. I'll be dead honest. I mean, I just don't. I don't grudge anybody. It took me a few years to get past like the marriage one, that whole situation. It took me a few years to get over that, but it's World Forgiveness Day. People are humans kind of suck. We all suck. We all freaking foul out and sin and strike out and screw things up. You forgive the Globes. Do you forgive the Lobes? Do you forgive Big Audio Dynamite for writing the Globe? Do you forgive Shakespeare for performing at said places? I don't know. Lots of globes, though. Come on and dim the lights. Switch on the strobe. We're going to have a ball tonight. Tell the Truth Day. On top of Global Forgiveness Day, it's Tell the Truth Day. Like, do those go hand in hand? That's kind of nuts. Tell the truth and then forgive them. Double dip. This is a big day for you. Global Forgiveness Day and Tell the Truth Day. It's also National Father-Daughter Take a Walk Day. I won't have time for that today, Layla. I love you, but busy day. Our AC died, by the way, Wednesday night. Yeah, so the house was 92 when we got home Saturday. It is what it is. Working through that. But today will be a day filled with work, most importantly. We've got things to do. We've got to do the right thing, do whatever it takes, and have fun. Okay? But it's going to be filled with some HVAC quotes and conversations around all of that. Good times. Yeah, Alicia. And here's the thing. I will bear testament to the maintenance of your HVAC system. The HVAC system in my house. Now, I don't know. I didn't look yet as far as when the outside AC unit was installed. I'm pretty sure it comes after the furnace. But the initial HVAC installation in that house, the last time it was done in completion was in 1991. That's when that was installed in that house. So for 34 years, we've had that well-maintained air conditioning unit that Peters installed in 1991 when I was a junior in high school, before I even thought about this house. And it has survived up into last Wednesday. The AC unit compressor outside went down. Our furnace is still good. That old-ass 1991, still kicking. Awesome. Good shape. The problem is everything is so deprecated at 34 years that we cannot find the parts. And it's also about 2 or 3 bands ago on the Freons because, thank you, California and the EPA. So the system is so deprecated that the newer stuff won't work in it, apparently. This is the current quote. So we'll see where it goes from here. Boy, oh boy, adulting is fun. 182 days or 6 months free from alcohol. Gregory Gannon, that, sir, is a financial and monumental milestone. I bet have you counted up the money you've saved by not that? You know, like when people quit smoking sometimes, they'll be, I was paying $8 a pack or whatever cigarettes cost these days, and I smoked 3 packs a week. Well, you save yourself $25 a week, it's $100 a month, $1,200 a year by not smoking, right? How about the Tilly? I haven't checked their stock. But, so National Father-Daughter Take a Walk Day. Go walk with your kid. I won't have time. National Dive Bar Day. Go Rude Dog. 31st Street Pub, RIP. Some of my favorite dive bars around the country. Ruby Tuesday in Columbus, Ohio. We had some fun times. Reptiles down in San Antonio. The very first place I ever did shows with nothing more. Little ass Mexican bar, South San Antonio, down by the base and everything. Good place. Good people. Good dive bars. I love the dive bars. That is a good run. Now, that's the furnace. The AC unit is at least 22 years old, though, because it was there when I bought the house in 2002, December. So, again, it's at least 20, 22, 23, 25 years old. So it wasn't far behind the furnace if it wasn't part of that original install. Well, then you've transitioned well, Gregory. I saw a bunch of Funko Pops 50% off at the mall the other day. Going to the mall. We are very, and a side note, not even a side note, a main theory, a main faction today is, yes, we are proud of you, Gregory Gannon. That is a serious milestone. Hats off. St. Jude the shit out of it. Not going to drink the hand sanitizer. Good job, sir. Keep it up. Keep it up. You stay sober, I'll stay skinny-ish. How's that? And I was quite the glutton over the 4th of July weekend. I'm not going to lie. We went to Broadway Oyster Bar, and you can bet that I made full advantage of eating the shit out of some food there. So good. National Dive. Oh, yeah, and Schindler's, Brandy. Good mention there. Schindler's. You can't go wrong. I don't know. Schindler's is like borderline dive bar to me. It's more like summer camp commissary because you can drink and you can eat and you can have fun and it's kind of like West End pub, you know, or East Perry pub. But 40 push-ups every other day. Did your quick workout right before my show? Yeah, and Bethy works out sometimes while she's watching the show or listening in. And the fitness, man. I never thought we'd have a fitness focus going on here. I think that's pretty awesome. Look at us not getting older. Ha-ha! Nature. Kiss my nuts. It's International Peace and Love Day. I am wearing my brand new Incubus shirt. I'm pulling it up here so you guys can see it. Look at that. Look at that frog on there. Is he a peace frog? I don't know. He's an Incubus frog. Maybe he's a poison arrow frog. You don't know. But he's awesome, and I love my new shirt. And also that Incubus show was freaking amazing. It was everything. I was in church. So I told Liz, I said, I was in church Thursday night. And if I'd ever switch teams, it's Gavin Rosdale first and Brandon from Incubus number 2. Because they are beautiful men and so talented. And he can sing every note of that Morning View album was just, C'est magnifique. Right? So good. Anyway, International Peace and Love Day. There's 3 takes today. Global Forgiveness Day, Tell the Truth Day, and International Peace and Love Day. If we could make those every day, shit, we'd be set. You used to do them 16-ounce curls. Dennis, I feel you. Man, I'm curling a little 16 this morning. A dry 16. About to get on your bike trainer. Nice. Yeah, good. I'm glad I can distract you from physical duress. I do what I can. All right, it is TIQ time. Let's copy this bad boy. What time is it? Holy shit. We're 15 minutes in and we haven't even started the BS yet. What the deuce? Let's get this TIQ up. Where's it at? Come here, buddy. No, I got to take that off. There we go. All right, TIQ brought to you by Malto Meal. Because I don't know if anybody still eats Malto Meal, but my grandma used to have Malto Meal a lot. TIQ incoming. The average family will put a $500 limit on this for the rest of the summer. What? Guess away. Today's winner gets a virtual high five and, of course, the gratuitous ringing of the cowbell. The average family will put $500 limit on this for the rest of the summer. What the hell? Why is the TIQ wrong? Oh, what the hell? I changed it. Look at you not working right. Ugh, I'll just type it again. The average family will put a $500 limit on this for the rest of the summer. Okay, now it's back to the right TIQ. That was dumb. I don't know why I would have hit it. Whatever. It's little print, too, for some reason. I updated Restream, or OBS had an update, and I think it kind of reset some things. Vacation expenses. Not specific enough. Majority on the right track. Is Dennis wearing a duress? Is it stressed in the right places? Air conditioning. Boy, goddamn, I wish. Sorry, my GD. Custard stand expenses. Boy, that's probably a good guess, too. Not it. Keep guessing. $500 limit for the rest of the summer. We're not going to spend any more money than that on this specific deal. Okay. Birthday time. Let's do this. Oh, we got hounds playing too. Not here. I'm not here. We want what we want. We're going to get hounds back in Cape soon. You guys need a road trip. We're going to have some good shows coming up. We're working on getting hounds back down from St. Louis. Funky Butt. Brass band in from St. Louis with Emily Wallace. We're going to get them back at the Scout Hall. We're going to get Justin Ross coming up here from Texas, Scout Hall. We're going to, boom, drop some shit on y'all. Okay? Midget bowling, no. Gas, no. Movie tickets, Eating out, no. That'd be a great idea. That's like, 5 meals anymore, especially if you're on vacation. Holy crap, it's expensive to eat. And I love Broadway Beer Garden. Aw, I love Broadway Oyster Bar, but damn. Woof, event tickets, no, but you're on the right track. Vacation's too vague, Dennis. You got to narrow it down. Happy birthday to Rachel Schubert Brocious. Happy birthday, Rachel. I hope you have a fantastic birthday. Monday birthdays are always a little tough, but I know you're celebrated. Rachel and her family, we all grew up at St. Paul together. John was a year older than me, and then her sister Andrea was a year younger than me, I think. Or was she in Jamie's class? Or Rachel was in Jamie's class. You were in Jamie's class. Anyway, I don't know. You all look so youthful. Rachel's like 22 today, so happy birthday. Frick. Yeah, youthful. Schubert's you. Summer camp for the kids. No. Water parks. No, but you're close. Some sort of outdoor activity. No. I mean, yes, but no. Going out to eat. No. Justin Ward. Yes. Happy birthday, Justin Ward. He's not the answer to the TIQ, but he's celebrating a happy birthday today. It is John Purcell's birthday today. Happy birthday, John. Happy birthday to Branson Mabry. Branson's 8 foot tall. They say he's 8 foot tall and he is full of parties. Branson Mabry, happy birthdays. Good times. We went to high school together, FFA together. Got up to some dumb things, especially FFA camp. Woo, Lord. Happy birthday, sir. Happy birthday to Michelle Brown Garrett. Michelle, happy freaking Monday birthday. Amusement parks. Lorraine, I'm giving it to you. John, you were close with the water parks. But visits to amusement parks, that is my specific answer. So Lorraine's getting it. Let's go give Lorraine the like-love shenanigans here. I got to give you an actual emoji. And amusement parks, Gregory was in there too with theme parks. So I'm going to give you that. And I feel like, John, you get an honorable mention win with water parks because, like, you go to Six Flags, it's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. There's Six Flags, there's a Splish Splash Mountain or whatever the hell it is called, the water park there at Six Flags. I don't know. I don't like public water parks anymore. You know why? Because people's children are too untethered and people are irresponsible, and it's too much anymore. It used to be people kind of had a general level of respect for each other. Now little feral kids just walk up and hit you. The kids hit you. Are they cutting your line? What are you going to do? Snatch an 8-year-old up by the back of the neck and throw him at the mama that's over there on her phone, not even paying attention? No, you can't. You can't do that. And so since I'm not Michael Douglas and this isn't falling down, I don't go to amusement parks. Well done, amusement park guessers. Darren, you seem awfully white and jaded today. Well, happy Monday. Sorry, the 4th of July night in downtown St. Louis, I'm really glad we didn't walk back. It was dangerous as shit. People were launching fireworks at cars. It was a freaking war zone. And the majority of the rest were teenagers. So I guess go be feral, because that's what we're doing now. It's rough. Adult nights are the lazy river. Yeah. And it was worse when I was a bigger guy. Sometimes I was worried I was just going to step on one. Step on a kid, you know? I don't know. It is also Jason Boschert's birthday today. Jason and I were symphonians together in college. OASASLLS. Happy birthday, Boschert. I got a toot. Here we go. Kent Tranter. Holy crap. You know, I didn't do it today because I didn't think about it. But it's Kent's birthday today. And Kent is the guy whom Sam and I wrote those little vignettes for that we played a couple of so far, the Pants song and so forth. Anyway, happy birthday to Kent. He's 51 today, the youngest of our trio. My birthday mid-May, Sam's birthday mid-June, and Kent kicks off July here today. So happy birthday, dude. I hope, I know you're going to have a good birthday. Kent's set. Kids are going to celebrate you. Your wife's she's going to smack you on the butt and say, you're looking good for 51, babe. And you can go, damn right I am. You too, babe. But she's not 51. She's young, like my wife. Youngish. I feel like I'm going further down than I need to. Dennis, it was. And I haven't watched it in a long time. But falling down, yes. Fred, you get a participation trophy. You don't get a Hardy ring, but there you go. A manual bunk. Maddie and Tay's Maddie Marlowe is 30 today. So if you know who Maddie and Tay is, tell her happy birthday. Michelle Kwan is 45. Lisa Leslie is 53. Comedian Jim Gaffigan is 59 today. Shelley Duvall is 76. And still looks like olive oil. Ringo Starr is 85 today. Happy birthday to Ringo. Ringo Starr is 55. Happy birthday. All right. Getting on to today's History Nuggets. You know the saying, that's the coolest thing since sliced bread? You ever heard that saying? Somebody says, oh man, that's the coolest thing since sliced bread. Because if you think about it, sliced bread, when that became a thing, it was pretty cool to have, right? You put your stuff in there. It's already pre-sliced. You don't got to get a knife out and all that kind of. You just make the sandwich and you're good. Well, I'll have you know, fair show patrons, that today bears the invention of sliced bread. Now, I know people sliced it before it was actually sliced bread, but sliced bread was sold for the first time in package format by the Chillicothe Banking Company from beautiful Chillicothe, Missouri, home of a lovely downtown Missouri Main Street city. But Chillicothe, 1928, sliced bread sold for the first time. Before then, people just broke it and said, eat, this is some bread. Fred. 1946, on this date, my father was a mere month and a half old, 2 months old, and Jimmy Carter married Rosalind Smith. He was our 39th president, by the way. But yeah, they were married on this date, 1946. 79 years ago. 1950, Johnny Cash joined the U.S. Air Force. He said, hello, I'm the man in navy blue. Joined the Air Force, 1950. 1958, monumental day for pancake lovers. The first IHOP opened on this date in 1958 in Toluca Lake, California. It opened in California, and they called it the International House of Pancakes. Well, that's assuming a lot. Worked out for them, though, didn't it? 1981, President Reagan announced that he was nominating Arizona Judge Sandra Day O'Connor to the Supreme Court, making her the first female justice on the United States Supreme Court. I'm running behind because on-air weather's going right now. Ooh, shit. Am I going to have enough time to clear that break? 56, 3/4, 57, 58, 59, and 3/4 of shit. Yeah, I'll just let it run. Hell with it. Ha, ha, ha. Hey, you know what song was number one for the very first time on this date in 1984? And became this artist's first chart topper. And it featured him nearly naked, crawling across the floor, saying, "Touch, if you will, my stomach. Feel how it trembles inside." Was he hungry? No. He was Prince. And it was When Doves Cry, as parodied by Dave Chappelle. But yeah, happy birthday to When Doves Cry, hitting number one. 1984, 41 years ago. Meh, 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 meh. Meh, 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 meh. Something else. That was something else. Man, what the hell? Did I lose everybody? Is my stream working? It's showing me everybody went away. What a... Shelley Duvall is dead. Oh, yeah. Well, I apologize for not being more informed. So maybe she still looks like olive oil? Maybe not as much. Is that too dark? I'm sorry, Shelley. Blouses. 1989, one of my favorite man movies, I guess, of the era. Lethal Weapon 2 dropped in theaters, 1989. Mel Gibson and Danny Glover at their finest. But that whole series of movies, I haven't watched them in eons. They were well written, buddy cop films, but well written. They were well done, I guess. I don't know. I liked them. 20 years ago, 30 years ago. 2009, Michael Jackson's family and fans said farewell to the pop superstar at an emotional memorial service at the Staples Center in L.A. on this date, 2009. 10 years later, the U.S. women's national soccer team beat the Netherlands 2-0 to win the 2019 FIFA Women's World Cup final in Lyon, France. Yeah. And they made like $3 a piece. The disparagement is disgusting. On this date in 2022, President Biden awarded 17 medals of freedom at the White House. Just lined them up. One of them, though, went to Simone Biles, who is now the youngest recipient of a Medal of Freedom, receiving the medal at 25 years old. Good for her. Good for Simone Biles. Bad for Stone Richards. He got no Medal of Freedom. Let's bring him in here. Look at that. That's just a necktie. I didn't get one either. But Stone, we've got quite a little bit of a weather system coming through this week. Let's take a quick glance because, gosh, it's already 8 o'clock. This has been the fastest half hour ever. I feel like I haven't even had a chance to talk and engage with you guys. There's so much for me to regale you with from this weekend. But I'm just not. We got a show. I want to do the show. Currently, we're sitting at a balmy about 76 degrees here in downtown, 73 degrees here in downtown Cape. But it's pretty sunny. Pretty nice out this morning. With 10 seconds left in the hour, it started a 4-minute song. There you go. Go ahead and run over. If it wasn't nothing more free fall with Daughtry, I wouldn't let it run. High today of 88. Showers, thunderstorms likely, mainly this afternoon. Otherwise, partly sunny. As we step into tonight, a chance of showers, about a 30% when you hit the sack. Low of 71 overnight. We'll keep that 20% chance as we step into your Tuesday. But by tomorrow afternoon, guess what? 50-50 shot, high of 89. And we kind of rinse and repeat the rest of the week. That's kind of it. Afternoon showers, evening thunderstorms, and that's cool. We need them. We could use a little bit of rain right now. Not a lot of it. A little bit. I need it to knock down the ambient temperatures. Please, for the love of God, chill it out. But, yeah, I know. Tomorrow, 50-50 shot after 1 or so, partly sunny, high of 89. 40% chance overnight Tuesday night. Wednesday, chance of showers, slight. Better chance of showers in the evening, First Catfish home game back in town after a long stretch here, a pre-fourth break. Wednesday night's game will bring us a 50-50 chance of rain and a high around 88 Wednesday. Wednesday night, 30% chance, low around 71. And as we look towards the rest of the week, kind of rinse and repeat, really all the way into Saturday and Sunday. That afternoon chance of showers, thunderstorms. So we'll keep an eye on it. I'm sure that is going to change and evolve as we get into the week, so I'm not putting a lot of faith into it. But I think we'll probably stay, that afternoon, evening chance of showers, thunderstorms. I think what will fluctuate is what percentage of a chance we have. I just realized that, this picture of the gymnastics crew that Kirby's had up here in the studio for a while, like this SEMO gymnastics, there's little Anna. Oh, look at Lydia. Oh, look at how young they are. And then I look a little closer, and Maddie's in here with her eyes closed. Or not Maddie. Isn't that great? Why can't I think of her name? Starts with a J. It don't matter. You'll be home soon. He's not quite dead yet. I feel better. I feel better. Hey, breakfast. Look at that angry alien breakfast. As a mother or a father prepping breakfast for your kids, if you have time to pull this off, I am jealous. A little quick panini toast. It's not that hard to make a breakfast that looks like this, but it does take time. It's time consuming. And depending on the kid, they may not want to eat it. They may just want to be friends with it. So I like the extra, though. The Bear. You guys watch that show, the chef show, The Bear? Just began season number 4. It's already renewed for season 5 if you're a fan. I've not watched it yet, but I've heard it's a pretty good show. Joey Chestnut. The dust is settled from the 4th of July shenanigans, right? Joey Chestnut back in the mix in the hot dog eating competition. Did he win? Oh, yeah, no surprise. Of course he did. He downed 70.5 hot dogs in 10 minutes on Friday. The hot dog eating contest for Nathan's famous hot dog eating contest. 70.5 wieners in 10 minutes. That's 7 wieners a minute. That is 1 wiener every 8-point-something seconds, give or take, 8 seconds. 8 seconds. Do that 70 times. Holy crap. Oh, I left the TIQ up, didn't I? I'm sorry. Go ahead, Trevor. Guess away. That's not right, but, I love you. We'll get this back on. Sorry. Oh, it says Friday, too. God dang it. I don't know. Maybe this update did not take as well. Monday. It's Monday. Lunes. Martes. So congratulations to Joey Chestnut. That's disgusting. I don't know how he does it. We had a little song about Joey Chestnut this morning, a little Christmas song parody. Did you miss it? Yes, you did. Not all of you. Julian McMahon. You guys are probably familiar with this actor. If it doesn't pen to your head, think Nip Tuck or FBI's Most Wanted. He was on Charmed. He's the guy with the real on fleek eyebrows. One of the doctors in Nip Tuck, he was kind of a freak. He was also opposite the Fantastic Four in the original Fantastic Four movie. Anyway, good actor. Been in a lot of stuff. He passed away after a very private battle with cancer. He was only 56. Obviously, no one knew. Came as a big shock. But we'll remember him. Carrie was a big fan of Nip Tuck when we lived down in Dallas. We have some Nip Tuck DVD seasons if anybody's interested. Trevor, relax your throat. Bobby Jenks, a 2-time All-Star and World Series champion with the Chicago White Sox back in 2006, lost his battle with cancer over the weekend. He had stomach cancer. He was 44. In not somebody dying news, Mel B, a.k.a. Melanie Brown, a.k.a. one of 5 Spice Girls, got married over the weekend at St. Paul's Cathedral in London. At least one of the Spice Girls was in attendance. Wedding Spice. Mel B had been engaged to hairdresser Rory McPhee since October of 2022. So it's about damn time. I don't know why it took you so long to get married. Goodness. Don't know if you saw anything about this. You know, we love our baseball. The Mariners were playing the Pirates in Seattle on Friday, and right before the game started, a salmon, as in the fish, fell out of the sky at T-Mobile Park, landed on the field at the park. A salmon. What happened? Well, a falcon caught the salmon, and then the falcon was flying off with the salmon, but an eagle started chasing the falcon and said, I'm going to give me that salmon or I'm going to F you up. And the falcon was like, yo, I'm out, and dropped the salmon on the ball field. Did the eagle swoop down and grab it? I don't know. I don't think so. Did the grounds crew cook it up? Maybe. Don't let it go to waste. Live fast, die young seemed to be the motto for Diogo Jota, 28-year-old Liverpool soccer star who died over the weekend, along with his brother. Fiery car crash. He had a Lamborghini. He was hauling ass driving in Spain. Veered off the road. Car exploded, basically. And this after he just, and I'm talking 11 days ago, married his baby mama he's got 3 kids with. They just got married, and then he and his brother out driving a Lamborghini in roads in Spain. Stereotypical, there you go. Tragic. Tragic. In a past life, you were known as Old Spice. If you were a Spice Girl, here's your comment question. If you were a Spice Girl, what would your Spice Girl name be? You know, they had Scary Spice, Baby Spice, Posh Spice, Sporty Spice, Baby Spice, Old Spice. You know, what would your Spice Girl name be? Cumin. Actor Michael Madsen passed away. You know Michael Madsen, Reservoir Dogs, Kill Bill 2, technically. Or 1. Which one was he in? 1 or 2? Was he in both? I don't remember which one he died in. I think it was the first one. Anyway, Michael Madsen was 67, and yes, he is Virginia Madsen's older brother, the actress. Krusty Spice. Kitty Spice. I like that. I don't know what I'd go with. I don't know. I do know this. Buffalo Wild Wings has brought back their bottomless apps for $9.99 for a limited time, so go get your app on. And speaking of what you eat, if you're having nightmares, it could be caused by your choice of food, according to a recent study. Shows that people with lactose intolerance who eat cheese or dairy products before bed may experience bad dreams and poor sleep. So if you're lactose intolerant, don't tempt fate before you go to bed. Screw things up. By the way, if you have checked out the band Velvet Sundown, this band has got a whole new album out or something. I don't know. I'm not looking it up, and I'm not going to look it up. I'm intentionally avoiding this band Velvet Sundown. Do you know why? Spooky Spice. I like that. Like, where's Fred? Boo! Ha ha! There he is, Spooky Spice. Sidewinder, yep. It was the second one. Okay, that's what I thought. Anyway, if you hear music from the Velvet Sundown, you should know the entire group, the lead singer, the music, the lyrics, the entirety of this group is all products of AI. Now, you want to fuck up your algorithm, go listen to this band, and now it's going to think you want AI all the time. So that's what I'm avoiding. The robots will not win in my creative circle. You will not. Peckernat. And by the way, in just America news, 4th of July dumb shit, the president said he announced on Friday that he plans to host a UFC match at the White House. That's your brekkie bits. And now we giggle on to talk about something else, something more fun. That badass drone show I saw at the Arch on Friday. Look at that. Those are drones in the air. And that is Crypto the Superdog. You know, Superdog, Superman's puppers. Crypto. Velvet Sundown. Somebody's an asshole for making that. You know what I mean? Like, we've seen it already with other forms of art, right? It's not like they're a trendsetter, but don't poop on it. Gosh darn it. Next thing you know, I'm going to have AI coffee. All right, so the new Superman film is dropping, and based on what we know, Crypto the Super Dog is looking pretty spry for a 70-year-old canine in this new movie. The drone show that we saw, that you may have seen if you tuned in for the live, I know John was there. But anyway, the drone show, if you watch that second live feed from Friday that I put up, it starts about 14 minutes in. And it's basically, it's an ad for the new Warner Brothers Superman movie. That said, it was cool as shit to see a drone show and see him in 3D and, the whole vibe. But Crypto the Super Dog, an important feature of the new Superman movie. And we want to talk a little crypto knowledge for you today. And I'm not talking about Bitcoin, bitches. I'm talking about woof woof. The film's excitement, much has to do with crypto, as I said, is making his big screen live action debut. Scooby's jealous. To celebrate his impending arrival, check out these facts. Number one, it was the comic book that started it all. Crypto made his debut in March of 1955 in the edition of Adventure Comics number 210. According to the DC Comics database, when a white dog in Smallville exhibits superpowers, Superboy investigates and finds a Kryptonian rocket ship in which the dog came to Earth. He learns the dog is Crypto, his own pet from when he was a baby, and that Jor-El, Superman's pops, sent the dog into space in an experimental rocket that was knocked off course by a meteor. So of all the crazy things to happen, Crypto got launched years before Superman had to escape, right? Something went bonk, and it just been spinning around in space until Crypto landed on Earth, the same place that Superman lived. That's serendipity in its highest form. Yeah, it needs to be a big hit. They have struggled a bit with the tickets on, like Aquaman and some of the Wonder Woman flicks. They were good movies. I didn't watch the Aquaman ones. I watched the Wonder Woman ones because, gal, please. 1966, in the 1960s, Crypto was part of the 30th Century Legion of Super Pets, and then the Space Canine Patrol Agents. In terms of the former, he fought evil with Comet the Super Horse, Streaky the Super Cat, and Beppo the Super Monkey. Those were the Legion of Super Pets. Comet the Super Horse, Streaky the Super Cat, and Beppo the Super Monkey. Was Beppo the monkey that hung out with the twins? No. So whatever happened to these super pets? Trevor. The latter group, the Space Canine Patrol Agents, made its debut in 1966, Superboy number 151. Featured alien canines Bulldog Chameleon Collie, Hot Dog, Crypto, Mammoth Miss, Paw Pooch, Prophetic Pup, Tail Terrier, a.k.a. Top Dog, and Tusky Husky. I don't know what Pokemon naming ass came up with that comic book, but that's some poor writing. That's some poor writing, DC. 1966. But yeah, he was on a couple of dog and animal-only superhero teams in the 60s. Late 60s, on Saturday mornings, was the animated series The New Adventures of Superman. It included 2 short adventures that featured the Man of Steel and one with Superboy and Crypto. A total of 34 6-minute tales of the latter were produced. So if you like him. And Gregory, in the live, a friend of mine that goes back 30 years to when she was a camper and I was a counselor, and we connected years later, right? But Meredith Kuzmer, she popped into the live and was giving us James Gunn facts because he's from St. Louis, by the way. And I didn't know that. And so if you go back, you watch that live, part 2 live, you'll catch Meredith's little facts, little James Gunn facts. It's good stuff. I was impressed. I was like, yeah, that's show material. That I don't know, Fred, or at least not within these facts. Crypto disappeared from the comics for a number of years, but returned in 2001 as written by Jeff Loeb and drawn by Ed McGuinness. This time, though, Crypto was not really a playful dog. Instead was a canine trying to cope with these strange abilities he suddenly found himself in possession of under Earth's yellow sun. It was a little more serious tip for Crypto. To keep others safe, Superman chose to lock Krypto up in his Fortress of Solitude in the Arctic until he could be trained better. So he wasn't a good dog. It was not a good dog. I know that's a Marvel reference. We're still going to take it. Celebrity is Bob Barker. Sure it's not Snoop? Krypto the Superdog animated series dropped in 2005-2006 in short run. But the animated Krypto the Superdog doesn't team the title character up with Superman. Instead, with a young boy named Kevin Whitney, who he lives with. Superdog lives with Kevin Whitney as a mild-mannered puppers by day and then goes out whooping ass, right, I guess? Yeah, he's a regular house pet inside that world, but ready for action, sometimes with other superpowered animals whenever villainy shows up. Excuse me. Yeah, stupid man. Damn right, John. Surprised he didn't go full Luther. If you were a big fan of the streaming series Titans from 21 to 23, Krypto appears as a genetically enhanced dog who escapes from a lab along with Connor Kent, which was that show's Superboy. Okay? He's depicted as being fiercely loyal and demonstrates superpowers like heat vision and flight while protecting his allies. So on Titans, Superdog's got the shit. He's on. A few years ago, 2022, we're getting a little more recent now, DC's League of Super Pets. This was a CG animated film in 2022 when Superman, who was voiced, by the way, by John Krasinski in this movie, and the Justice League, Superman and the Justice League are kidnapped by Lex Luthor and a new villain, and Krypto teams up with a group of shelter animals who accidentally gain superpowers. Together, they form the League of Super Pets to save the day. And you know who did the voice of Krypto in DC's League of Super Pets? Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Yep. The escaping Kryptonians are numbered like the Jedi that survived. I didn't know that. I don't know much about DC lore, to be completely honest. I just never... And I had some early comics. I didn't find them. God knows what they're maybe worth. Superman 2025, this year's new movie. James Gunn, the Guardian of the Galaxy trilogy guy, right? Yeah. He's also written a lot of cool stuff. Writer-director of Superman. James Gunn has not said a lot about the film. But he did say of Krypto that the idea of putting him in the film came from his experience of adopting a rescue dog named Ozu while he was writing the script. He was writing the script for Superman and adopted this dog, and that changed the course of the movie to give Krypto the edge. Power of a shelter dog. Damn right. Gunn said this, quote, Krypto came into the script and changed the shape of the story as Ozu was changing my life. And that's awesome. And that's a good way to end our little super dog facts. Hooray for Krypto. I can't get that high. But good job, doggo. Did Superman pick up dog turds or just vaporize it with his laser eyes? I would vaporize all day. Screw all that bending down, you know? Or burnt dog poop is pretty terrible. I don't know. You might do the super freezy breath and just freeze that turd. And then you could chuck it like a hockey puck if you wanted to. And Superman could freeze the dog poop and like just toe punt it into space like a little poopy hacky sack. We've gone too deep again, Darren. Why do you do this? Why are we talking about frozen poo? Oh my gosh, is that a car thief? Dun, 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 bum, 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 bum. All right, we're going to talk about most stolen cars. The latest information is pointing to a new world, a new era of stolen cars. And if you own one of these, you better lock your shit up because they're hunting these. Why? Several reasons, right? But we have the top 10 cars that thieves targeted last year. What makes them ones that they target? Well, number one is probably ease of theft. They're easy to unlock. They've got shitty software that's easy to hack to be able to, bypass electronic locks, computers. That stuff's a thing, y'all. If you haven't caught up, there is some serious tech. Gleep, that was the name of the monkey. That was the Wonder Twins monkey. Gleek, with a K, I think. Because when we talked about spitting using when you can do that, and you can spit out of the saliva glands, and you can, water gun them. You know how to do that? We always called that gleeking, right? I don't know why. I don't think it had anything to do with the monkey, but gleek. It was either gleek or gleep. Was it a P or a K? Fudge. I think it was a K. You can check it out and let us know. But do you know how to gleek? I always have to yawn first, and then I can't. There it goes. Hopefully I didn't squirt the camera. But anyway, if I had venom, y'all were up the creek now. National Insurance Crime Bureau data says the top 10 cars most stolen, starting with number 10, the Dodge Charger. Total thefts over the last year, 11,452. 11,000 of those stolen, and that's the bottom of the list on the top 10. Smallville had a golden retriever that was experimented on using kryptonite, rescued by Clark, became a normal dog after that. Huh. I never watched Smallville. I mean, I may have accidentally, but I didn't intentionally follow it. Number 9 on the list, the Toyota Camry, which is what my daughter drives. Lock your damn doors. Toyota Camrys, though, 12,296 of those stolen. Next on the list at number 8, the Ford F-150. And I can testify that those are easy to break into, and I've had several over the years that I'm sure I could have jimmied out and started without a key. But the Ford F-150, of course, now you got computerized keys. You got to have the chip keys that cost you $150 to replace or more. If you lose it, I had to replace my truck one once. Chip keys are expensive, but copyable. So it was with a K? Okay. Gleep was with Marvin and, oh gosh, yeah. Yeah, well, that's another rabbit hole. Next on the list, number 7, the Kia Soul. That's that little bread box looking thing, isn't it? With the wraparound taillights, or wraparound back window. I don't like those at all. Kia Souls, 13,562 of those stolen. And when you look at these cars, none of these are high-end, like high-value cars. These are cars they can steal, sell for scrap, and run away. Number 6 on the list, the Honda Civic. By the way, 15,727 of those stolen. And then they put garbage bags on the tailpipes. Next on the list in the midway point is the Kia Optima, number 5 on the list, 17,493. Number 4, the Chevy Silverado, 1,500. There's 21,666 of those that were stolen last year. Chevy Silverado. More of those stolen than an F-150. Well, they probably outlasted them. Number 2 on the list, because I'm reading backwards, is the Hyundai Sonata. Hyundai takes the top 2 spots, by the way, because Hyundai is apparently written on absolute open source software and are easy as shit to steal. You can put it in your pocket. Hyundai Sonata, 26,720 of those stolen, almost 3 times the amount of Dodge Chargers. The monkey's named Gleek, yeah. Hey, good enough. He's on the Gleek squad. Hyundai Sonata, number 2, and the number 1 car stolen in the last year, Hyundai Elantra. Steal them all. Who wants it on purpose? Hyundai Elantras are like $6,000 cars, aren't they? Aren't those a little cheapy, like mid-size SUV or sedan? Hyundai Elantra, 31,712 of those stolen. And if you own one of these, boy, lock it up, get the club, put an alarm on it, or get a better car. Ain't no minivans on that list. No, sir, Woodard. There is not. There's also no Jeeps on that list, which is kind of interesting. A lot of imports, but there's still 4 of them. Well, a lot of assembly in the U.S., right? But Dodge, Ford, Chevy made the list. Honda, Kia, but Hyundai. Just line them up, snatch them up. Go for it. All right, real quick list, because it is something that I'm dealing with now as I have to make room and get around things that my HVAC system is surrounded by, like donation boxes that need to go, things that I've packed up that I got to sell. I got to sell that shit. I got to get that done. I need 14 hours extra today. Marvin and Wendy had Wonder Dog. I remember Wonder Dog. Wonder Dog was kind of a goof, right? But Marvin and Wendy, I wanted to beat. Marvin drove me nuts. God, he was goofy. Him and the Wonder Teens, Twats. The Wonder Twins were badass. You know what I mean? Form of a bucket of water. Shape of somebody to throw the fucking bucket of water. I don't know. Wonder Twins were awesome. Summer is the ideal season, though, to declutter your home and your mind and your daily routines. We've got longer days. You got more daylight to get shit done. People want to go garage selling. Knock yourself out. Declutter. Donations are needed today. Go for it. Get a cleaner, calmer living space. And a really hot one if you're me. So things to declutter this summer. Number one, old clothes that no longer fit or suit your style. Hi, Darren, talking to you. Expired toiletries and makeup. Have you got some shit you just quit using? Ladies, put it in a box and donate it. They'll go through it. They'll sort it out. And somebody out there needs that. Go for it. Unnecessary, and you can throw some of this shit away. I'm not talking all this has to be donated or resold. Some of this shit you just need to purge. Unnecessary paperwork and old bills. Shred them, recycle them. Bye, Felicia. Put a trash bag on top of underneath your shredder and just go. Zzz. Let the kids do it. It's fun as shit to shred things. I'd sit there for hours shredding papers. You put them in sideways, watch it pull it in, fold it, see how many times you can fold it before it breaks the shredder. Have fun with it. Unused kitchen gadgets and expired pantry items. Pitch them. Recycle them. Get rid of them. You'll make more room in your cabinet for other things. Most of your camping gear is going this year. Dennis or John, you are clearing house of the camping gear. Yeah, and some of us have great intentions of camping once upon a time that maybe the tent didn't even make it out of the box. You can sell that. Facebook Marketplace, right? Outdated electronics and their cords. Again, Darren, why do you have 3 VCRs in your basement? You only need one. You don't need one. Books that you'll never read again. By God, just pile them up in the yard and have a good old-fashioned book burning. Your neighbors will love the idea. Kidding. Donate the books, recycle the books. At the end of the day, they are paper, and unless they are rare, they're in print somewhere else in the world, and you can rent it from a library somewhere down the road. Clear it out. It'll help your bookshelves breathe again. Toys and games your kids have outgrown. Oh, seasonal decorations that never get used. You know, the Christmas box that just, oh, no, not this year. No, not this year. You've been saying that for 15 years? Donate that shit. And fitness equipment that is gathering dust. It is not to hang your clothes on. It is for treadmilling. All right? Get after it. All right. Warm and fuzzy time. Declutter and take these with you. I enjoyed my weekend with my family. I enjoyed having time with my wife. I enjoyed having lunch with my buddy Aaron, one of my lifelong friends, and being able to catch up with him. And Incubus was awesome. We enjoyed hearing Stir and Gavin DeGraw Saturday evening before the fireworks and the drone show and all that. And we just had a good weekend. I hope you guys did too. It gave me warm and fuzzies to have some family time that was unencumbered by me having to play a gig or having some kind of obligation, right? It was not a let's go follow dad around weekend. It was just us, just family time. Oh, yeah. And really, the VCR is just for conversion purposes. Like I still have VHS copies. I need to put those. Some people collect them shits, and I've got like the Independence Day with the original 3D graphic card. Yeah. WFLA says a 9-year-old Jacksonville, Florida boy was recently selling bottles of water when 22-year-old Micaiah Williams pulled him into her car and drove off. Yeah, snatched the boy up. A family friend saw what was happening. They chased the car. They followed Williams' car. The Good Samaritan pulled the boy from the car and blocked her from leaving. Williams was arrested and charged with felony kidnapping. That is bold heroism. They chased that car. That boy had been gone forever for all we know. She snatched up that boy. God, be vigilant. And cheers to that person that chased down the car and got the kid out. Saved the kid's life, probably. What the hell? It's insane. That's true, Trevor. 9 ducklings were reunited with their mother. I love these stories because it makes me happy that the things that we've done as humans that affect nature around us, sometimes they fuck up, and we got to fix it. And this is one of those times when North Carolina animal control officers rescued 9 ducklings from a storm drain. The ducklings were lodged in 3 different pipes. Animal control city workers used drain cameras to push the ducklings into the sewer basins. Then they scooped them up, got them back with their mother. That's a lot of effort. That's a lot of work. That's a lot of coordination by people with big hearts. So hats off to Cary, North Carolina animal control officers and the city workers that did that. Thank you for going the extra mile. Some people would just say, screw it. Ducks are ducks. You know? That's good. It's nice to see people that have a little bit of heart. A baseball game in Seattle over the weekend, the Seattle Mariners. We talked earlier about salmon dropping on the field. This is anything with that. But a 102-year-old Seattle, Washington man named Harvey Drejos stole the show at a recent Mariners game by throwing out the first pitch. Drejos is a World War II Army veteran, received a standing ovation as he bounced the pitch in to cross home plate. Navy pilot Jeff Jernigan was on hand. He thanked Drejos for his service and called him super inspiring. And yeah, I agree. Thank you, sir, for your service. And hey, it's just a slider when it bounces across the plate. That could be, Fred. That could be. Regardless, remember this. Tell the Truth Day, Global Forgiveness Day, International Peace and Love Day. Go out. Make good on that. All right? Share some love with some other humans as you move through your Monday. And be careful. All right? Stay healthy. Stay happy. Be nice humans. I will see you guys on Wednesday morning. We'll do it again. Rockin' a morning show shenanigans. Thank you for tuning in.